Hear ye, everybody. Happy 4th of July to you people. Just wanted to come over here and get my facts together, as well as share some facts that many may not have known that I didn't know as I get my facts together, as we know some things about some things and some things we do not know. So, since it is the 4th of July, what is the 4th of July in celebration of Black Daddy?
uh, the United States independence from Great Britain.
From Great Britain?
Hmm.
How long was that war? Or what did they just decide they wanted to just not be held under the policies of Great Britain?
They just decided they weren't going to be held under the policies of Great Britain, so they declared their independence, which was
Okay.
illegal.
It's illegal?
It was illegal because the British was the government.
Okay, so how was the government over American territories, or were we not American? What was
It was
we?
British.
We were British?
Yeah, the British had authority over the whole country.
Wow.
We were subjected to the 13, that's why they call them the 13 British colonies.
Okay, the 13 colonies, got it.
The 13 British colonies.
13 British colonies.
They were subjected to the rule of the British government.
Okay, so when did we become the 13 colonies? When the war?
That's what we started out as, 13 British colonies. The United States started out as 13 British colonies.
And then they just woke up one day and decided to say, we don't want to do this no more. So we finna fight with y'all.
They went to war because the king of England was a tyrant.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have any freedoms or rights,
Mm-hmm.
and they was overtaxed.
Right.
And they got tired of that, and that's what caused the war.
Remember I was telling you about Alexander Hamilton, which is the guy on the $10 bill. He's never been a president, but he was the Secretary of State, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what that movie, that's what that stage play is about. This war and how they won it and got their independence.
Mm-hmm.
He was the right hand man to George Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a whole beautiful play about it. You won't believe how beautiful this play is. It's a musical. Anyway, okay. All right, so we got our freedom. So when we won the war, that brought in the 4th of July celebration. So that's when all of this 4th of July stuff came from, was the fireworks and all that stuff was declaring that we won the war. Is that correct?
No,
It's
not
not.
won the war.
What?
They declared. That's what they called it, declared.
Oh, they declared.
Yeah. They declared their independence from Great Britain. They hadn't won the war.
They ain't won nothing. Okay, so when they declared their independence, why he didn't just come back and say, y'all can't declare nothing?
They did say it, but
They didn't listen.
nope.
And then they went, so what happened after that? Everybody just went home or what?
Now the war continued until they eventually defeated the British.
Okay. Okay, but that's the day that they cleared.
Setting up the United States was a criminal act.
So the United States was formed of criminality.
Mm-hmm. It was a crime. What they did was criminal. It was against the law.
So I guess that's how it all started. And then they've been criminals ever since.
Mm-hmm.
They've been criminals ever since. Okay. Let's talk about the Confederacy. Because, yeah. Tell me about the Confederacy, because I'm missing some facts in here about the Confederacy.
The Confederacy was born over a disagreement about the issue of slavery.
Okay.
The South, the North, was getting rid of slavery,
Okay.
and slavery was being abolished, not just in the United States, but all over the world.
Okay.
But the South dug in and said that they was not going to abolish slavery. They was going to maintain the slave system.
Right.
And tension grew between the government in Washington and the South
Mm-hmm.
over the issue.
Okay.
And Abraham Lincoln became president, and they know he was an abolitionist.
Right.
So when he became president, they thought he was going to he was going to abolish slavery
Mm-hmm.
in all the states.
Mm-hmm.
In order to keep him from doing that, South Carolina seceded from the United States
Okay.
so that Abraham Lincoln could not abolish slavery,
For them.
right, for South Carolina.
Okay.
And after South Carolina seceded, then all the other states, many of the others also seceded all the way up to Missouri.
Hmm.
Missouri was in the South.
Okay.
And that's where the Confederacy came from,
Hmm.
to maintain the institution of slavery.
So they held on to it till the Juneteenth.
They held on, well, Texas held on to it until the Juneteenth holiday. All the other states had
Let it go.
let it go 2 years earlier.
Boy, Texas,
But
boy.
Texas held on to it for 2 more years.
They need to get slapped. They need to get slapped. Okay, so they was trying to abolish it throughout the
Mm-hmm.
nation, but Texas said, we don't care what y'all say. We finna keep our slaves.
Yep.
And they did it for 2 more years.
Mm-hmm.
So they owe us a lot of money that they ain't trying to give us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who do we need to write? Wow. Okay.
So it really didn't mean too much,
Mm-hmm.
because nothing really changed. They set up the institution of Jim Crow.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was separate.
Okay. So who is Jim Crow?
They set up laws to govern the conduct of blacks and whites. They
Right.
couldn't mingle together. It was segregated.
So is Jim Crow a person?
Hmm?
Was he a person?
I
Was
don't
this
know.
named after him? Because I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know. I know it was Jim. They called it the Jim
Jim
Crow
Crow
law, so
laws.
he
Yeah.
must have been a person.
Yeah. I'm gonna find out who he is. Okay. Great. So tell me, you told me about when they gave the 40 acres and somebody got the reparations of the 40 acres and the mule. Tell me about that.
Well, they have found 1,200 people that got 40. They got land, not necessarily 40 acres.
Okay.
Some got as little, one got as little as 4 acres.
4 acres.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And some got as many as 60 acres.
Okay.
But
You said it was 12 people. How many people?
1,200.
1,200 people. 1,200 people got between 4 acres and 160 acres.
No, 60 acres.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
Well, Abraham Lincoln,
Would you stop it, please?
Abraham Lincoln was assassinated.
Okay.
And then Johnson became president,
Mm-hmm.
who was a racist.
Okay.
And so he he pardoned the entire Confederate.
Johnson did?
Hmm.
Okay. So when he pardoned them,
When he pardoned all the whole South was pardoned. No Confederate was prosecuted for rebelling against the United States.
wow.
It was all pardoned. And so then they start complaining about since they've been pardoned, they need to get their land back.
So not only did they get pardoned, they put in a petition to get the land back that they
Mhm.
had given the people who they had enslaved
Right,
unlawfully.
right.
Boy, that's funny because it's still the same right now. Ain't nothing changed but the price of the rent. Wow. Thank you, Black Daddy. All in a nutshell, we have gone through the 4th of July, the Confederacy, Juneteenth, 40 acres in the mule laws or
Jim Crow,
terms,
Jim Crow.
Juneteenth, and all of that just for y'all. Happy 4th of July, people. Enjoy that information.